Have you ever felt like you're working harder and harder but not getting closer to your goals? We're taught that hard work is everything, but that's only part of the story. The myth: more hours always means more results, but not all effort is equal. You can spend a whole day on emails and meetings yet make no real progress. This is the trap. Confusing being busy with being effective. Most of our daily tasks keep us occupied but don't move us forward. The world isn't balanced. A few actions create most of our results. A handful of decisions shape your career. A few relationships bring most of your joy. Recognizing this imbalance is the first step to escaping the work harder trap. Imagine achieving more by doing less, by focusing on what truly matters. It's not about being lazy, it's about being strategic. Shift your focus from how much you do to the value you create. Working smarter, not just harder, unlocks new levels of productivity and fulfillment. Stop measuring your worth by how busy you are. This shift in perspective is the key to a more successful, less stressful life. Over a century ago, economist Vilfredo Pareto noticed that 20% of his pea pods produced 80% of his peas. Curious, he studied land ownership in Italy and found the same pattern. 20% of people owned 80% of the land. This imbalance appeared everywhere he looked. Thus, the Pareto Principle, or 80-20ths rule, was born. A minority of causes lead to a majority of results. The numbers aren't always exact, but the pattern is universal. It's not about the ratio, it's about the imbalance. We expect life to be fair and balanced, but it rarely is. Most of our results come from a few key actions. Clinging to the idea that all tasks are equal wastes time and energy. Embracing the 80-20ths rule transforms how you approach work and life. Focus on the vital few, not the trivial many. The 80-20ths principle is everywhere once you notice it. You probably wear 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. On your phone, a handful of apps get most of your attention. In business, a small group of customers generates most profits. For students, a few core concepts make up most of the test. In your social life, a few relationships bring most of your happiness. Content creators see that a few videos or articles drive most of their audience. The pattern repeats. A small fraction delivers the majority of value. Recognizing this lets you double down on what works. Focus on the proven 20% to accelerate your results. The evidence is all around, if you look for it. We glorify being busy, but busyness isn't the same as progress. Most of our activity, the trivial 80%, just keeps us occupied. Low-value tasks like endless emails or pointless meetings drain our time. Real progress comes from the vital 20% high-impact actions that move you forward. Top performers don't do everything. They prioritize ruthlessly. They say no to distractions and focus on what matters most. Every yes to a trivial task is a no to something important. To escape the busy trap, become a ruthless editor of your time. Ask, is this motion or is it progress? Admitting most tasks aren't important is liberating. Let go of the non-essential and focus on what truly counts. The goal isn't to fill your day, but to make your day count. Knowing the 80-20ths rule is one thing. Using it is another. Start by tracking your time for a week. What activities produce real results? Identify your top 20%, the high-leverage actions. You'll likely find a few key efforts drive most of your progress. Next, cut or delegate the trivial 80%. Time-wasting meetings, endless emails, busy work. Free up your time and energy for what matters. Protect your high-impact time. Schedule it like your most important meeting. Review each week. Did you focus on your 20%? What worked? What didn't? This cycle of tracking, focusing, and refining turns the 80-20ths rule into a habit. Be ruthless in cutting the trivial. The more you focus on the vital few, the more you achieve. Working smarter is a skill you can build. Start today. The 80-20ths principle isn't just for business, it applies everywhere. In your career, focus on the products, clients, or skills that drive most of your success. In health, a few key habits, like compound exercises or cutting sugar, deliver most results. For learning, mastering the most common words or techniques gives you quick proficiency. In happiness, a handful of experiences and relationships bring most of your joy. Identify these vital few in every area. Design your life to include more of what matters and less of what doesn't. Don't try to be perfect, focus on the impactful actions. You'll see better results with less stress. The 80-20ths lens simplifies decisions and amplifies outcomes. Reflect, what are the few things that make the biggest difference? Prioritize them. Let go of the rest. Once you've found your vital 20%, make it even better. Enter Kaizen, the Japanese art of continuous small improvements. Ask, how can I improve my key activities by just 1%? Small changes are easy to make and add up over time. A 1% daily improvement compounds into massive growth. Combine the focus of 80/20ths with the consistency of Kaizen. You're not just doing the right things, you're getting better at them every day. This approach removes the pressure for drastic change. Sustainable, intelligent growth comes from small, focused steps. Find your 20%, then make it 1% better day after day. That's how you unlock exponential results. Progress is a journey of small, smart moves. The 80/20ths principle started in a garden, but it can transform your life. You now know how to identify your vital few and eliminate the trivial many. The real challenge is turning knowledge into action. Don't let motivation fade. Take the first step today. Ask yourself, what 20% of activities bring 80% of my results and happiness? What 20% cause most of my stress? Write down your answers for instant clarity. This reflection is your first step to living by design, not by default. Join the effective few. Focus, simplify, and achieve more by doing less. The path is clear and the rewards are real. Will you take the first step? Unlock your potential. The journey starts now.